welcome to my channel, Being of Divine, because you know, we all want to be of divine, don't we? Today I have an amazing, incredibly challenging booty and ab workout for you, and guess what? You might not like me after we're done, but I'm willing to take that risk. And then please, if you still do, hit that subscribe button and ding ding, ring my bell please. Hey guys, so we're gonna start with a little bit of a quick warm up. If you've already warmed up by yourselves, that's cool. If not, let's just start with a little bit of a roll down. So you're gonna start from the crown of your head, start to gently roll forward of an imaginary plumb line through your body. So the weight is coming forward. You let everything kind of drop. Breathing in, you just exhale, sequentially roll up one vertebrae at a time, making sure you restack your whole body on top of each other, finding that length. Feet hip distance apart. Again, without tucking the chin into the chest, roll forward. On an exhale, inhale, come all the way back up. Slowly restacking the spine from a side view. We'll take it here. Exhale, rolling down slowly of that plumb line, coming all the way forward. Let everything drop, stretch. Roll back up. Then we're just gonna start with a big breath in. You're gonna inhale. Take it back. Just gentle lunges, arms come forward and circle around. Just get the hip joints open, pull your belly in, make sure your spine is staying nice and long, and just mobilize the shoulders. Stay with me guys, this is just the warm up, belly's nice and tight. 3 more. 2. Last one. We're gonna bring it to center, take a nice big breath in. You're just gonna do a little bit of heel raises and rotate. Come back down, lift your heels, rotate and release. Lift, rotate, woo, and release. And up, rotate and release. Stay with me. Remember, we wanna move the spine around, warm it up nicely before we start really training hard. 3 more. Good, 2. Last one, and now, let's get ready to do it. So we're gonna get ready to work out, guys. Come lying down on the mat for your core and your big booty gains. Lift your head up into flexion, chin out of the chest, eye gaze at the knees. Keep the hips nice and still, and you rotate the ribs around the hips. If this is too much, the extension of the legs, omit the extension of the legs and keep them in a tabletop position, knees over the hips. Welcome. Take a little breather, flex back up, and here we go again. That's it, go a little bit higher with the legs, guys, if you're feeling it in the low back. Now we're gonna continue with our ab cycle. Next exercise. Flex up, eye gaze at the top of the knees. Inhale down, open the legs. Exhale, draw the legs together and flex and round the spine. Elbows stay just slightly tilted in, chin out of the chest. Again, if this is too difficult, keep the knees bent in a tabletop position and open and close the legs. Second round. Go a little bit lower with the legs here if you want a bit of a challenge. you go. Now bring your knees in towards your chest, stretch your low back out and hold. Third round. Legs up to tabletop. Lower the legs a little bit and lift. When you're doing the lower and lift, your eye gaze stays just at the top of the knees. Squeeze the legs together and don't make it a big movement. Little breather, hug the knees into the chest. If you want a little bit more challenge here, lift from the sternum towards the thighs and lower the legs a little bit lower. You're doing a great job. Keep with it. You got this. Now come down on your forearms. Keep your knees underneath your hips. Back is nice and long, pelvis neutral. Inhale to bend the knee, exhale to extend the leg. Try not to move the hips. Try to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Pull your belly button towards your spine gently as you extend the leg. Good luck, guys. This series is wicked. Try to lift that leg from your glute so you feel the crease line from your glute to your hamstring as you're lifting the leg. Keep drawing the shoulders away from the ears and really try to keep your nose over your thumbs. Job. So you take a little bit of a breather here, get off your arms if you need to, go back into a little bit of a shell stretch, back up. Good luck. Drawing that leg forward on the lateral lift and lower. Draw it forward, rotate the knee towards the floor, and then rotate the leg back to parallel as you lift. Gonna get ready to switch sides here, guys. You've got this, keep breathing. Now on this side, this is a really bad angle. Kevin, my video man, what were you thinking? Let's ignore this bad angle here and concentrate on your nice tushy that's getting worked. Inhale, draw the leg forward. Exhale, lift from the glute and hamstring line. Keep dropping those shoulders away from your ears and keep that exhale as you lift the leg. You're doing a fantabulous job. Go back in a little shell stretch, stretch your back out. Now we've got the dorsipulses. We're going to just press up. Slight rotation in the torso and just lifting and pulsing that leg up. Get ready to switch sides. One elbow is bent, the other arm is lengthened, and you're trying to work your outer glute here on these dorsipulses. Try to keep the pelvis still as you lift and pulse the leg towards the sky. Keep breathing and keep pretending to smile. I know your tushy's burning. Fantastic job. I loved it. Breathing. now we're gonna head into something a little bit more, bring the heart rate up. So stay with me, guys, stay with me. We're gonna do it. So you wanna not release the hip to the top of this squat. You keep the hip in slight flexion, jump out, jump back in. Omit the jump out, just step out to a plank and step back in if you have back issues or this is too high intensity. Hands under the shoulders. Amazing. Get ready to go straight into some burpees here, guys. You do not do the jump out if it's too high intensity for you. Just step out to your plank, come back in. There we go. Omit the jump up. Just step to the plank if this is too much and come back up and just reach your arms in the air. If it isn't, keep it going. Jump as high as you can. Go out, hands stay under the shoulders. You've got this. It's all in your heart. Trust me. Almost there. Yes, you get 10-second rest, grab some water, move around. Here we go, third round, core is burning. You're gonna squat, go out to your plank, jump and rotate. Plank, squat, rotate. Omit this and just do it at the top of your mat if this is too much, and just step out to your plank and then come back up. No jumping if you have back issues. I'm gonna stay with you on this one. Hands under the shoulders. You might get a little bit dizzy, but hey, a little bit of butterflies in the head never hurt anyone, as long as you're feeling good. Amazing job, guys. Your fourth round is coming up here. Your core should be on fire, okay? I just want you to start breathing. Here we go. We're gonna go down to the plank, step out, come up, rotate. Try to hit a little bit of a squat at the top, then rotate. You can hold your plank here a little bit longer. You can take no rests in between these exercises if you redo this video. You can never rest if you don't need the rest in my videos. You can just keep going. You're doing a fab job. Stay with me, guys. So good. Hold your plank if you're feeling amazing. Just stay in a plank until the next exercise comes up. Here we go. You're gonna do a side rotation, hips square to each side of the room. Squeeze your inner thighs together, shoulder over shoulder. If this is too much for you, keep your knees down on the mat and together, and just rotate sides with the knees bent and the body in a nice neutral position. Try not to throw your arm up and away. Good job. Grab some water if you need it, guys. We're going straight into the next core exercise. When you repeat this, if you feel amazing, I want you to try to hold it a little bit longer on each side. You're rocking it out. Good job. That's a lot of core work there, whether you realize it or not. Repeat that segue if you're feeling amazing. Here we go with a little bit of back extensions. I'm very picky about these. Shoulders away from the ears. You're gonna go into a side bend, keeping the hips nice and still. It's lateral flexion, side to side. Your head moves with your spine. If you feel your low back, draw your pubic bone in towards your belly button gently. Go back in a little shell stretch, stretch your back out, come back down to the mat. When you lift up here, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart or a little bit wider, shoulder distance. I want you to try to go further each time. Lift your spine higher if you're feeling amazing. If you feel the low back, I want you to really take your time, okay? Go back in a shell stretch, draw your knees underneath you, round your little belly, and stay in that shell stretch to stretch your low back out. Now get ready to come back up. So you're going underneath on this one and opening and extending on an inhale. Exhale to flex the spine and then open. You're trying to keep that hips as still as you can. Energy through the top leg and the bottom leg is stabilizing. Switch sides. Oh no, not switch sides. Woo! You're gonna go do this side again, underneath, then open. Excellent. Now on this one, guys, you wanna feel like you're flexing and rounding as you go under, and you're extending a little bit through the spine. The leg stays on the floor if this is getting too difficult. Now I think it's safe to say we're gonna switch sides. So when you switch sides, if you found that too difficult, you need to take the top leg, keep it on the floor. This is the sweaty bending part, guys. I know you're starting to just work your way up to a heated position. Take yourself down, other side. Here we go, together. Amazing job. Take a little bit of breather, get off of your wrists. You're almost to the end of this video. I want you to stay with me. Repeat any sequence you love. Here we go. Now you're on the other side again. You're gonna bend that knee in, bring it to a tabletop position, and then kick it up and away. If this is too much, as I've said before, that top leg stays on the mat. And you bend it in from the mat, you place it back down on the mat, and then you lift and lower. Shoulders away from the ears, keep your hips as square to the front of the room. Switch the sides. Bend it in, keep your pelvis long, lift. You are working your glute, you're working your abs, you're working your arms. The underneath leg should be working the hardest. I want you to try to keep breathing to keep these core muscles on. I'm loving the job you're doing, guys. I know how hard these movements are. Take a little bit of a breather. If you don't need one, hold your plank. we kicked ass again. And I know you're probably thinking, that workout was absolutely horribly hard. And I'm so proud of you. Thank you for joining me. And I just want to say, you really have to kind of go inward sometimes and just think to yourself, what the heck am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? And today I have to say I'm grateful for my body, that it's able to do this, that it's able to get this workout done and give it to you. And also guys, please don't forget, hit the subscribe button and tune in for more juicy things.